let's go over the C major arpeggios to octave. Now these are great finger exercises. They are based on the three notes of a C major root chord, C, E, and G. So there are three different ways you can mix up those notes. And you'll notice that in this finger exercise. The first is root position, where it does C, E, G, right? The second one does E, G, C. And the last one does, the second inversion does G, C, E. So, all based on the different ways you can mix up those notes. Now you'll notice when you look at this that all of these exercises have different combinations of thirds and fourths. So that's going to determine our fingering to a certain extent, and we're going to go over that fingering. You may wonder why they do the certain fingering they do, but try it for yourself sometime. Try some different fingerings and you'll probably notice that the ones they have are the most efficient. If you try to do a different fingering, you usually end up having to cross twice in the two octaves as opposed to just once with the way they have the fingering. So let's take a look at this. Root position C major arpeggio. We're going to start with the right hand. Now this has our thumb on middle C, 2 finger playing E, 3 finger playing G, and then we have our fourth. So the best way to finger this, there's several different ways we could take care of a fourth, right? We could skip a finger, but we're going to go up another octave. So this way we're going to use the second way, which is to cross our thumb up to that C. Then we'll use 2 finger E, 3 finger G, 5 finger C. This is the second way you can take care of, well, the first way I mentioned, that you can take care of a fourth, just skip a finger. And we can do that here because we don't need to go up another octave. We'll just use our pinky on C. Go back to 3 finger G, 2 finger E, thumb on C, cross the 3 finger, back down to G, 2 finger E, and thumb on C. Now let's take a look at how we do it with the left hand. We're going to start with our pinky on the C below middle C. We're going to use our 4 finger for E, 2 finger for G. Now here is the third way we can handle a fourth. We have a bigger gap between our thumb and our second finger than we do anywhere else on the hand, so that can handle the fourth easily. So we do thumb on C. Now we ran out of fingers, we gotta keep going. So we're gonna cross our 4 finger up to E, 2 finger G, and here is our fourth again. Gonna put our thumb on C. Now we're gonna come back down, 2 finger G, 4 finger E, cross the thumb under to C. Then here's our big gap, 2 finger G, 4 finger E, and 5 finger C. If we do this together, remember that in the root position, the right hand always skips 4 finger, and the left hand always skips 3 finger. Each hand will only use 4 fingers for the whole thing. So here we go. That's root position. Now let's take a look at the first inversion. This time we have a third and then a fourth. Okay, so we're going to start with the right hand, thumb on E, 2 finger G, then we're going to skip a finger to take care of the fourth, 4 finger on C, got to cross because we're still not done with our 2 octaves, thumb crosses up to E, 2 finger G, 4 finger C, 5 finger E. Here we are at the top. Back down, 4 finger C, 2 finger G, thumb on E, cross the 4 finger over to C, 2 finger G, thumb on E. Now let's see what the left hand's going to do. Put your 5 finger on the E below middle C, 4 finger G, cross the 4th by skipping a finger, so we'll put a 2 finger on C, thumb on E, have to cross, forefinger goes up to G, two finger to C, we skipped a finger because it's a fourth, then thumb on E, two finger back down to C, forefinger to G, cross the thumb back under to E, two finger C, forefinger G, five finger E. Now when we play them together, this one's a little easier to remember because both hands happen to skip three finger. They do not use it. So they'll only use 5, 4, 2, and 1. Here we go. Now the second inversion. This is the last combination of those three notes, G, C, E. Now notice the fourth is first this time, and the others are thirds. So we're going to start off with our thumb on G, then we put our two finger on C, our big gap between our thumb and the second finger takes care of the third, forefinger playing E, then we have to cross our thumb up to G, two finger to C again, forefinger E, five finger G, come back down, forefinger E, two finger C, thumb on G, cross the forefinger down to E, two finger C, thumb on G. Now it's going to be our left hand. Our left hand will have our five finger on the G below middle C. Now the way we're going to handle the fourth, we're going to skip a finger. So we'll use our three finger on C, two finger on E, thumb on G, gotta cross up, that's how we're handling this fourth, three finger on C, two finger on E, thumb on G, come back down, two finger on E, three finger on C, cross the thumb back down to G, two finger on E, three finger on C, and five finger on G. Now when you're playing these hands together, remember the right hand is going to skip the three finger, you won't use it. The left hand will skip the forefinger. There we go. And that's C major arpeggios, 2 octaves.